Hello everybody, welcome back by a new video, and this is going to be a really interesting one because this is a very interesting book and that's exactly what we are going to talk about today. So this pretty much is a documentation book of a town called Dordrecht, which isn't that interesting, but I mean, I've never seen documentation this complete. Especially, and it's also very interesting because it's pretty old. It's from 1980, I believe. And everything is in this book, from fixtures to different bulb types to poles, to the way poles have to stand, to all the rules. And I'm going to best to translate all of it and make it an interesting video. So the first page, not too interesting, pretty much the cover. Then here we have all these subjects we're going to talk about. So just the start of the book, not too interesting. Fixtures, bulbs, poles, columns, and some rules. And so let's start with the fixtures, which this is pretty much a tiny story about some fixture types. And here on this page we have the first fixture, which is an IG PNS, as you can see, both versions. They have everything here from the materials made, from the size of the fixture, from the way the fixture spreads the light. And then here are some costs and that the fixtures cost to maintain and stuff, and also the heights the fixtures have to be on, and the way the poles with the fixtures have to be placed. So as you can see, it's very complete, and they pretty much did that for all the fixtures. This is a fixtures for under bridges and stuff. So another very common fixture in the Netherlands. Also some information about the costs of the fixtures, and again it's pretty much all the same but with different fixtures. So this is a new paragraph with the circular and fluorescent fixtures, which is this one. I haven't seen these in circular and fluorescent, but I can imagine that they would look pretty interesting. This is a variation of the Industria 2000 fixtures, which are probably the most common fixtures here. This would also be kind of interesting with circular and fluorescent. So then we have fixtures for PL bulbs and socks as well. So as you can see, all the names also have changed over the years. These are probably, this fixtures must have been released like around the time of the book. This is a very interesting fixture. I've never seen them. They don't look that good in my opinion. So also a common fixture, Scheder TZP. This one is with one time for 24 or 36 watts, but in the city Nijmegen, of course, you have all these fixtures with PLL 18 watts and two of those bulbs in there. That's also the version that I have from that fixture. So for the German viewers, IG cover, it's actually called differently here. But I believe it's from IG or something. Also the bigger versions, they only have two versions in here. It's probably their choice of. Also this fixture, which was pretty interesting, is with low pressure sodium 18 watts, which in Germany will probably be with high pressure sodium 70 watts or 50. But I mean, the Dutch really like low pressure sodium, so I guess it's fair. Also, this fixture, the bigger version, also with low pressure sodium, as you can see, which also is a very interesting choice. So KFK, also with low pressure sodium. Here we have this fixture. It's now called 2600, I believe. This also is really interesting. So this is the other Industria fixture, isn't it called 2700 or something? But actually with 2 times low pressure sodium 18 watt. I've never seen that, and I would love to see it, because it should look interesting with the 2 bulbs instead of 1. So here we have that very basic type of fixture. Actually, the name is surprisingly different than it is now. Probably call it 2000 because it makes it easier to recognize, I think. So here we have bigger fixtures, the Philips SRM, classic Dutch fixture. Again, all the sizes of the fixtures and stuff is here. The way they should be placed as well. And also all the bulb types. Actually, one little mistake that's in here is this is actually the image of the big SRM. Of course, they only have 2 clips on each side. And also it's 106 centimeters, but the bigger version is 150, a bit more than that. So that isn't correct, but I mean, they did their best on this, so shouldn't bother about it too much. SRS, XGS 201. Also, these booklets are really good to learn fixture types. Taste S with 18 watt socks. This one, yeah, it's pretty tiny. It's 50 centimeters. It's pretty, or 75 centimeters, sorry. It's not too big. Here we have the bigger version. And then here we have fixtures for high pressure sodium. Here's the one with that one German fixture, actually with like high pressure sodium, which is common in Germany. And the fixtures we've seen before. SES 203, very common. Then here we have some more interesting fixtures again. Celux, weird fixture, looks pretty interesting. I think I've seen them before. Also these weird formed fixtures with the weird shape. So also very fun about these fixtures is, as you can see, I'll bring the book a bit closer. These are all the different ways you can put them. So you can put them with 6 on one pole, as you can see, with 1, with 2, with 3, with 4, and with 6. It's pretty nicely done, like this. Also on the image it's with 2 times high pressure sodium, also very interesting. So that was the last fixture, and now we're actually getting to the bulbs. So here we have all kinds of texts, long text pieces about every bulb. This is information about low pressure sodium, high pressure sodium, mercury vapor. This is high pressure sodium. So we are going to start with some images of fluorescent tubes. So of course here you have all the different types of fluorescent tubes. The normal one, the TLS version with the strip, TLM version, the circular fluorescent. And here we have like the PL bulbs, which are still very common nowadays. Low pressure sodium. You have everything from all the lumens and wattages and sockets, and even like with how many they come in one box. That's very nicely done. High pressure sodium, mercury vapor as well still. Also, one thing that's really neat about what they did here is, of course, every company has different names for their bulbs. Philips calls mercury vapor HPLN and Osram HQL, and Sylvania calls them differently again. Also, one very weird thing that I'm noticing is that the lumens are a bit higher for the Philips bulb, so they should be a bit brighter than the others. Pretty sure you can't really see that with your eye, but I mean, I trust this book with correct information and stuff. But yeah, that's all very nicely done, makes it very easy. So then we have poles. These are the basic pole types. That's not too interesting. These are the smaller poles. Then you have like the bigger poles. And as you can see, there's a lot of different information and sizes for these bulbs. So they pretty much have like everything you should know about the poles in this book. So yeah, this is really nicely done. And then we have something about which number and stuff to call when someone crashes into a pole or something, or when someone sees a damaged pole. I'd recommend not calling this number. So yeah, this is like a very short like piece with information about street lighting in general. Just some like almost you can almost study street lights in this book as well. Then here we have images, which is way cooler, of course, than just some letters and stuff in a language that you can't probably read. So here we have an image. This is about what way the fixtures are mounted. As you can see, this is on a line, this is on a pole, and this is like two on a street with a pole with a double fixture. This is in what way they should be placed at intersections. Then here we have some more complicated roads, like roads that separate halfway and stuff. And then lastly, we have some rules. I'm sure most of these don't exist anymore, or have changed, or got more strict or something. So we'll not really go over that. And that's pretty much the way the book ends. So in my opinion, this is very interesting, very cool as well. And if you have seen any pages and stuff you want a picture about, you can just put it in the comments with the timestamp, and then I'll post those pictures on Instagram. And thanks for watching, have a nice day, and see you in the next video.